I didn't think so then, but I really was just a little kid. I mean, I was 16 when I got pregnant, and I was 17 when I had her. You know, it's strange, but it was the best and certainly the worst time of my life.
You had to give her away?
Oh, yeah. Daisy. Well, her name is Susan now. She's great, you know. This really, really nice couple adopted her. Just sometimes I miss her.
It must have been very hard.
Yes, it was. But it was a long time ago.
Harley, I think you were very brave.
No, I don't.
Oh, yes. In my country, a girl that is not married who has a baby, I mean, the people talk. They make her feel like she's an outcast.
Well, things aren't very different here. People really look down on a girl when she's in trouble. Well, in this country, when a girl is pregnant and she doesn't have a husband, they say you're in trouble.
Well, I think you have very much courage. And now I understand why you care so much about your friend and her baby.
Yeah. Well, she did whatever she had to support her child. And maybe it wasn't the best thing. But I know what it's like when you're stuck and you try your best to make things better and then nothing happens and you just get stuck again. I was lucky. At least I wasn't alone. I had Frank.
Frank knew?
Oh, yeah. I would have gone crazy without him.
Really?
Oh, yeah. He kept me together through everything. He didn't even get mad at me when I finally told him I was pregnant. And he held my hand in the mornings when I felt sick. And towards the end, when I got really big, Frank would go out and do all the shopping so I didn't have to face all those nosy neighbors.
He was a real good brother then, huh?
Oh, yeah, he was the best. I never had to feel like I was going through it all by myself.
You should not have been by yourself anyway.
What?
Oh, the father of your baby. Where was he? Where was his honor? What kind of man leaves a girl like this?
No, Eleni, it wasn't like that at all.
No, Harley, I want to know. Who could do something like this to you? Who was this man? What was his name?
Eleni, just forget it. This was a long time ago. It doesn't matter anymore. I'm going to go in and take a shower.
Here, have something to eat. I brought you some cinnamon toast from downstairs. I make it myself, the bread.
Thanks, Eleni. So maybe you'll end up being my sister-in-law after all.
What?
Well, I mean, if you marry Frank.
Maybe not.
Why do you say that?
Your brother doesn't like me very much. The other night, he yelled at me like crazy after that chase with the bad cop.
I wouldn't worry about that. He yells at me all the time. It doesn't mean he doesn't like you. It's totally the opposite. He cares very much about you.
I don't think so. Besides, Dylan is much nicer to me.
Yes, Dylan is very nice.
You have known Dylan for a long time, yes?
Yes.
One day, Dylan told me about the baby he had, too. A little girl. It was, like what you told me today. The sadness and the questions about giving the baby away. It was very much the same story as yours. Dylan is the father of your child.
I'm gonna go get dressed.
Please. Harley, I have to know. Dylan was the father of your baby, wasn't he?
How's this?
This one is nice, honest.
Hey, are you okay?
Yeah, I just can't believe it. That you and Dylan had a baby together.
Yeah. Well, it was a long time ago, and we are just friends now.
But how? How can the father of your child be just a friend? He should have stayed with you, Harley.
Okay. I want to talk to you about this, really. Harley, Eleni, this is not Dylan's fault. Not at all.
He's the man.
Yes, but he didn't even know about Daisy. He didn't even get a vote at all.
Oh, well, he would have if he would have been around.
No.
Yes, and where was he when you needed him? When you
No.
were... Never mind. You don't have to explain anything else.
No, Eleni, I want to, because you are so wrong about this.
No, look, I don't want to talk anymore, okay?
This is important. Just wait a minute. We're not through with this yet. Hi. Well, Dylan, this is not a good time right now.
No, I want to talk to him.
Hey, man, it's so hot outside. I was thinking maybe you and I'd go take in an air-conditioned movie tonight.
No, thank you. I have something I have to tell you.
Oh, okay.
Dylan, I can't see you anymore.
What? What's wrong?
I just can't. Okay, that's my reason.
Eleni, okay, this is all my fault. This is getting out of hand, too. You guys are going to be able to work this out, really.
Harley, just tell me what the hell's going on.
I told her about Daisy. I mean, we ended up talking about Daisy.
Harley, how can you do that?
Don't you dare blame her. What kind of man are you that you don't take care of a girl?
Hey, you
in this
don't even
situation?
understand this.
Oh, I understand everything I need to understand. Goodbye.
Harley, I can't believe you.
What is with Eleni and Dylan? I went to say hello and she bit my head off.
Oh, it's not you, Frank.
Well, what's eating her?
It's just something that they have to work at. Hey, Frank, where is that tape?
Sis, I told you I'm keeping the copies in my office.
Yeah, I know, but I brought one home so I could safe keep it here.
I know, and I found it and took it back to the office.
You sneak.
Hey, you shouldn't keep that stuff here.
Well,
It's not safe.
We're gonna need it for Ross and Wyatt's meeting later on.
Don't worry, I've got it.
Oh, good. I can't wait until the wheels of justice grind those guys into the ground.
Yeah, and I can't wait until this is out of your hands. Investigating the police is delicate and very messy.
Well, I've never been one to mind a little mess, and I can be delicate if that's what you're implying.
So, sis, did you tell anybody else about this meeting?
Frank,
Harley? Did you?
just Eleni.
All right, fine. Don't tell anybody else about this meeting. All right, no, I got the meeting to go off the record, and I'd like to keep it that way.
Hey.
Hey, Frank, you told me downstairs you'd be up here. Do you mind?
No, I don't mind at all. Listen, man, we need your help.
For what?
Harley's got her case. Her meeting's coming up.
Oh, that's really delicate, Frank. I thought you didn't want anybody to know.
But, hey, Mallet is my partner. He's got a right to know.
Yeah, well, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. Remember I said I had some bad news? It looks like I'm giving up the detective business for good.
No, you got lousy timing.
I was gone before, Frank. You knew that. It's more like I'm not coming back.
But why?
Me and my sister were thinking about traveling for a few weeks, and then I got to settle her down someplace solid. I don't know, maybe a dance school or something.
I mean, then take a vacation. I mean, don't burn your bridges.
I don't know how long it's going to take, all right? And I don't know what my plans are, and it's not fair to keep you waiting.
Then just let me worry about that, all right?
Look, Frank, I don't like keeping things up in the air, and the one thing I do know is I don't need any responsibilities right now.
Great. Well, I got Uncle Stavros. You know, he's not back full time, and I've been carrying the lousy office, and Sis has got her case right now, man.
Well, maybe you should sell one of the businesses.
What?
I'm just trying to help.
Oh, Mallet, do you hear what he's saying? Frank needs your help. And why do you have to go anywhere with your sister? We have great high schools right here in Springfield.
Look, she can't stay with me forever.
You said you were quitting.
That still doesn't mean I can take care of a 17-year-old.
She's 17, not 7.
Look, it doesn't matter. I can't do it, all right? I can't handle the responsibility right now, and that's it.
You know, Frank didn't plan on the responsibility of me either. But I guess some people just have more inside of them than other people do. Some people do things because they're right, even if it's not convenient.
Key to the office, Frank. Look, I'm sorry. I wish it could turn out different.
Please. Can you believe the nerve of this guy? Leaving you holding the bag like this?
Yeah, it stinks. But he's right. I was counting on him being gone a couple weeks ago. I wouldn't mind so much if this stuff hasn't been happening to you.
Oh, hey, don't worry about me. I can take care of myself.
I hate it when you talk like that. It always means trouble.
Oh, come on, Frank. I've behaved. I stayed right here. I did everything you told me to do. Hey, what time is it? Isn't it time for that meeting with Ross yet?
No, the meeting's at 3 o'clock in his office.
Well, then let's go out for a walk or something. I'm getting antsy.
No, listen. We gotta stay inside. All right, out of sight.
If I'm with you, what's the difference?
Says we can't be looking for trouble.
Oh, Frank, this is too much. Are you really that worried? Frank. Come on, what do you think is going to happen?
Are you sure you want to go through all this?
Frank, don't tell me you want to back out of this.
I didn't say that.
But you'd like to, wouldn't you? I mean, you would be really happy if I would just shut up about this whole thing, wouldn't you?
Harley, you're doing the right thing. I would never ask you to back down.
And what? Come on, Frank. What are you so worried about?
How could they guarantee your safety? Look what happened to Tracy.
Yeah, but Murray and Hutchins only went after Tracy to shut her up. By the time these guys figure out that I have the tape, I'll already have talked, so what are they going to do?
Well, why'd they have to find out at all?
Well, because the tape is the only evidence we have against them, and Hutchins saw me with the video camera. I mean, it's not going to take a rocket scientist to figure out who bagged him.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about. Listen, I don't want you going outside alone for a while.
Well, how long is a while?
I don't know.
Frank. Do you really think it's going to be that bad? I mean, once they're caught, they have nothing to gain by hurting me.
Yeah, but they're going to lose everything. You're going to cost these guys their jobs, and they're going to cost them their pensions. And believe me, hey, they deserve it. But their lives are going to be ruined.
So they're going to be mad.
Oh, they're going to be a lot worse than that.
You know, Frank, these guys can't keep doing what they did to me and Tracy. And for better or worse, I'm the only person who's got any evidence against them. So I have to do this.
I know. I just want you close to me.
I will be. But you can't babysit me forever.
I know. But we'll figure out something.
Yeah. Something.
Julie. Julie, you home? Julie. Julie.
Dear Chella, I don't know if this will ever get to you, but I feel I have to try. I know what you did for me. You saved my sister's life. How could I thank you for that?
Hi.
Where you been? What are you doing, going out in the morning before I wake up?
I just went for a walk.
A 4-hour walk?
I was exploring. I lost track of time. So
Yeah.
beautiful here.
Yeah. Look, I started packing. There's no room for that. I mean, what's the point?
I just wanted... I don't get to plant things much.
Well, you're not going to get to see it bloom.
Well, somebody else will.
Yeah, I guess you're right. It'll be a nice thank you gift from Maureen.
Sure.
Julie.
I've had such a good time here, Tony. You promised you'd think about whether we could stay.
I know, honey, I know, and I did, but it just won't work, all right? You haven't seen what my life is like here.
But I want to. I could help you.
Julie, listen. The life I have and the life I want for you just don't mix.
Why not?
Julie.
I'm serious. What is so hard about it that we couldn't make it work?
I don't even know what I'll be doing, all right? I could end up with crazy hours. I'd never even see you.
If I see you for a few minutes, it's more than I've had. I don't mind.
Well, I do. Wait a minute. What is this? Where have you been today?
Relax. I just scraped it.
Where?
I was running through this field on the edge of the Bauer property.
Were you followed? Did you see anyone?
No, Tony. I was just running through a field. I tried to climb a fence, and I scraped my leg.
And you just happen to have a bandana handy.
Yeah.
You sure nobody did this to you?
Tony, I'm sure. I'm perfectly capable of being a klutz all by myself.
Yeah. So maybe we should go take out that fence.
Well, what do you care if we're leaving?
Right.
Cella's Francesca, right?
Yeah.
Look, whatever you need to do is okay. When do you want to leave?
I never really talked to Frank. I just got some old business to wrap up with, and then I'll talk to the Bowers, and then we can go any time. Tell you what, I'll meet you back here after lunch, all right?
Okay.
So I've double-checked the resources available to me as district attorney, and we definitely have enough manpower to do this up right. Now, all we have to do is solve our little problem, Larry, and I think... Yes?
Hi, the secretary said to come on in.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you for coming.
Captain Wyatt.
Mallet, how you doing?
All right.
Just have a seat. Bear with us for a few minutes. We're almost done here.
Take your time.
So anyway, as I told Levy, we won't just be concentrating on the police department now. Granted, that'll be the main part of the investigation, but I'm going to be looking at everything. Every law enforcement agency in the city.
Police commission.
I beg your pardon?
The police commission. Chances are, if this is bigger than small-time graft, somebody over there is going to have their hand in the pot.
Yeah, I know that. That's why they're at the top of my list. So anyway, Larry, what I need now is an investigator.
Well, I'll give you a list of names as soon as I can.
All right.
What about Lee? I thought he was on this with you. He can handle it if you give him enough backup and enough donuts.
Oh, he'll have backup.
He'll have that and a lot more. He'll have everything. We got funding and wiretaps, search warrants. On the other hand, Levy can't do it alone.
Levy's been in the department too long. He could make some people nervous.
We need somebody on the outside, somebody who... Well, what am I telling you for? You know you've done this before.
What you need is someone new. Someone the guys on the force won't suspect.
Would you happen to have any recommendations?
No one to come here and do it. All my contacts were in New York. What you need is someone experienced. And someone you know they can't buy, because if they smell an investigation, they are going to try. And you also need someone who'll know who to go after and who to let loose if they have to, because chances are they will. But most important, you need someone who'll stick with it.
I agree with you, 100%.
Well, gentlemen, that settles it. We only have one choice, Claire.
What?
Mallet. It's you.
I knew it. This whole thing was a setup, wasn't it?
No, we told you at Frank's office that we needed you, and you didn't think I was going to give up on it that easily, did you?
I am finished with police departments. No offense, Captain Wyatt.
Oh, no offense taken, but it's when guys like you keep leaving, that's when we have trouble.
Yeah, do you have anything better to do?
Yeah, anything but this, because I've had it.
Frank is going to cover for you at the agency.
Russ, I quit the agency, right? I just told Frank.
Perfect. I mean, you're unemployed. You're available to us.
No, I'm not. I'm taking my sister on a trip, and the last thing I want is getting something like this.
Why?
Because it's too frustrating. I'd see investigations like this all the time when I was still a cop. Oh, you're going to, clean up the mess, root out all the bad guys, all that stuff. Some guy's going to work his tail off. He's going to get evidence about half the bad guys because no judge is going to give him the latitude he needs to do the job right.
This judge will.
Oh, you talked to him?
Her. Yeah, we talked. Lady gets a very bad taste in her mouth when she runs up against corruption. She's tough, Mallet. And she seriously wants to go after them.
Okay. So say you do. Get all the bad guys. For now. You think that's going to take care of the problem? I've seen this, man. You'll clean things up for a while, but in a couple of years it'll be back bad as ever. And you want to know why? Because cops will always be badly underpaid for the job they do, and there's always going to be a couple of them desperate enough to sell out.
Mallet, how do you sleep at night if you believe all that?
With one eye open most of the time.
That can't be very restful. So, what if we get the crooked politicians, too? What if I do a job so thorough that nobody will ever feel safe accepting or handing out a payment?
You were going to try that?
Absolutely. I want to go after officials like Jeffrey Battles.
Well, that would be sweet.
And if we're lucky, and if we have the right person on the case, we'll get the people above Battles. The people that he helps, helps to do, I don't know, crooked land deals, for instance. Mallet, what do you say?
I say good luck.
And that's it?
Russ, I got a sister, all right? I will not expose her.
Well, we could work something out.
Forget it. You ever hear of a guy named Marco Vizzini?
Oh, yeah, every cop in the country has.
Yeah. Well, last month in New York, he snatched my sister. Now, anybody who wants to get to me knows how to do it. And I will not put her in that kind of danger. Sorry. Damn.
We forgot about the cistern. He's right. That leaves him wide open.
So, Larry, any more bright ideas?
Well, we'll have to work on it.
Hi. Sorry we're late.
Well, Miss Cooper, what have you brought us today?
Hi.
Hi.
I got most of my stuff packed.
Yeah, well, you can relax. Looks like we're not in a hurry.
What?
We're going to be here for a few more days.
Oh, Tony, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
All right. Well, I just don't get it. I mean, I know you like it here, but is it really that big a deal?
It could be.
All right. I'm going to go tell the Bowers we're giving them notice, all right?
Okay.
Julie, we're still leaving.
I know, but a few days is better than nothing.
And I still want you to be careful.
I will. Worrywart.
And you promise me right now you stay away from anyone named Thorpe. You got it?
Thorpe, I got it, I promise.
See you later.
So, are you gonna get these guys or what?
Wait, it's not that simple.
Oh, no, not you two. Look, we all know what these tapes mean. Come on.
Yeah, it's everything that you and Ross promised, but we still have to be very careful.
Harley, I need some details about how this tape was made.
Well, fine, shoot.
So you told me you went back to the bar and you had a video camera. Did you go back knowing that Hutchins was going to be coming in at that time?
No. I mean, I hoped that he would show up, but I didn't know his schedule, if that's what you mean.
Mm-hmm. You went there alone?
Yes. Well, Eleni ended up following me. She said that she wanted to help me out.
Help you with what?
Well, I'm not really sure, and I don't think she knew either, but when Hutchins came in, she helped me to hide, so that was great.
So that's why she was talking to him to divert attention away from you.
Right.
Did she talk about money? Did she induce him in any way to take the money from the bartender?
No. No, absolutely not. I know that you can't hear the beginning of the tape very well, but all she discussed was work and neighborhood stuff, things like that.
Well, that's good. There's no grounds for entrapment.
No, but he was off duty.
Yeah, but the conversation with the bartender makes it pretty clear why he was accepting the money, Larry.
Yeah, you're right. Well, it'll depend on the judge.
Wait, who will the judge be?
Francis Collier.
Oh, no. No, that's no good. She hates me.
Maureen? Maureen? It's Roger Thorpe. Maureen?
Freeze. Keep your hands where I can see them.
Can't we talk to somebody else? Anybody but Judge Collier.
Why are you so worried about her?
Oh, Ross, remember? She hates me. She's the one who sentenced me when Al Michael and I took
I
case.
remember. She was very fair at the kidnapping trial. She was tough, but she was fair. She could have sent you to jail, and she didn't. Harley, I honestly think she's our best bet.
All right, fine. Fine, if you think. Well, what's our next move?
I represent you at the hearing. Now, Hutchins and Murray, they will be
Hold
there,
on,
but
hold
as
on.
witnesses.
That's the part I don't like. Now, that could be very dangerous for Harley. Now, you've got the tape. Isn't there any way you can do this without her?
Without Harley? No. No, there's a slight chance we could get a private hearing, have the charges against you dropped, but that wouldn't take care of Murray and Hutchins, would it?
I don't want my sister in the same room with those guys, especially when they find out that she still got the tape.
No. Just wait a minute, Frank. You know, I saw an old friend of mine, a girl who didn't have too much luck to begin with, get trashed by these guys. I mean, they harassed her. They treated her like dirt, just because they could. And I hated that there's even 2 cops like that in this town. No, I will do what it takes. I will stick my neck out there. But that means that we have to get these guys, no matter what.
Hands up, Thorpe.
What are you doing here, Mallet?
I live here.
Since when?
That's not the way it works, Thorpe. The guy with the gun gets to ask the questions and give the orders. Now raise them.
You're not going to use that. Put the gun down, Mallet.
And pass up a golden opportunity like this.
Like what?
I hear a prowler. I don't know if he's got a gun or not. I shoot.
You go to jail.
Self-defense. And the perfect legal excuse to get rid of you forever.
Very amusing.
What are you doing here?
I was looking for Maureen Bauer. She isn't in the house.
You ever hear her leaving a note? Oh, that's right. You hate leaving a paper trail, don't you?
What's your excuse for being here? Ed Bauer too cheap to buy a watchdog?
I told you I live here, but you already know that, don't you?
How would I know where you live? Why would I care?
Oh, maybe you want to give me a housewarming gift. Or maybe you're looking for some incriminating evidence that might prove to be, shall we say, embarrassing to you?
You're nuts.
You were sure as hell interested a few weeks ago, weren't you?
Look, that so-called evidence didn't do you any good then. It won't now.
Won't it? How's the kid, Raj? Does he still think the sun rises and sets over his dear old dad?
My relationship with my son is none of your business.
Can't imagine you want any loose talk going around that might disappoint Junior.
I'm warning you, Mallet. You keep away from my son. Well, I see it didn't take you long to forget the beautiful Francesca. out of your mind.
Yeah, Thorpe, I am. You remember that